Alright, good afternoon guys. Touch coming back at you. It's now Monday, February the 19th, and we're just at 12 noon. And taking a good look at the car in the light of day. And just looking at some of that cleanup we did at the end of last night. And that's definitely looking better. I think what we'll do is we'll break out the angle grinder with the wire wheel and do a bit more cleaning here, just to see what we can get done back here. See if we can find any more holes that need to be repaired. If we don't find any more holes, we're probably not going to go any further than just stripping the undercoating off this. I'm still undecided as far as media blasting is concerned, but having slept on it and been thinking about it a bit more, I think we will still probably get this car media blasted. I would like to get it down to to bare metal with absolutely no rust on it. So blasting is definitely the best route to go as far as that's concerned. So, and again, we're still considering that, but I'm sort of leaning back again to having it media blasted. Anyway, I think what we'll do after we finish a bit of stripping work is we want to change things up a little bit. We'll come back up here and we will play around with this rusted area here and make a patch for here. Obviously not a factory sill cap on the end of this, but that's okay. We're not going for a concourse restoration here, so if it's solid, we'll let it be. If not, we'd fix it, but that seems to be fairly solid. We may fix a little bit of the welding in here, but other than that, I think we'll just cut the rust out and repair this section best as possible. So like I said, we'll break out the wire wheel, and I think what we're going to try to do is go to town on this undercoating at the top here, on the sides of the trunk pan, and see if we can get that to release a little bit. Maybe do a little cleaning up here and a few of the other areas we can get to. Got this funny looking little valve here. I'm not sure if that was part of the air shock, something like that, but that's not factory, shouldn't be there. It's got nothing to do with the fuel system, so I'm not quite sure what it was, but that's going to be deleted. So we're going to do that as well. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll break out the tools. Alright, let's see how easy this is to flip it over on the other side. See if I can do this by myself without killing myself. I'm going to bring it down to level. Step one. Gonna move you. Sorry for the shaky camera. Let's put you here. Okay, now let's go the other way. Ready? There it is up the other side. Bring it back in a minute. And let's go over one more step. Nice and easy. Alright guys, here's a look at the other side of the car. Now that it's been flipped up on the other side. And don't see anything shocking here, which is a good thing. This side obviously has the new sill installed. A little bit better shot of that sticker. British Heritage Trust panel. Sure what's going on here. Those are open on this end and welded on this end, so we'll have to investigate what's going on there. We've cleaned this up substantially, so we'll clean up the top side here that we couldn't get at before. Make that look a little bit better. Bottom of the patch we put in where the air shocks came out, both sides. That was quite a few months ago now. And a little bit dark up in there. Doesn't look too bad. A bit better shot of that rusty bits. I haven't seen anything beyond this point here, so it may just be this section in here that I've got to cut out and fix. But we'll get to that at a later time. So anyway, there it is. Back to cleaning. Here's my pile of dirt so far. Alright guys, just coming up to 4 o'clock, and we're making some pretty good progress on cleaning up the undercoating from the rear of the car. Hopefully you can tell that looks significantly better. I think that you can. But anyway, I've done a little more progress towards the front of the car. We did that transmission tunnel, which looks a little cleaner. A few areas back in here that we investigated. Cleaned up a little bit here. We cleaned up the battery box as well. So yeah, just a few other little areas of the front that we thought we better take a look at. So I haven't been able to find anything that's been too much of a surprise, so that's been a good thing. So yeah, I guess we'll continue on. We'll probably downsize to the right angle die grinder to get into some of the smaller areas, and maybe a smaller wire brush on an electric drill. But yeah, we're making progress, so that's looking good. Alright, we'll come back in a bit. So one of the good things about having the rotisserie is you can get to areas where you couldn't previously get to. So I found this area to be a challenging spot. This is actually at the side of the battery box, if you can envision that. But now the car is tipped on its side, I can easily get to it. I was having trouble because I was finding difficulty actually getting up inside the engine bay to get to this item. I was actually going to get Ellen to do it while he was here, and we forgot to do it. But now it's actually perfectly accessible. So we're going to fix this. This was another attempt at rerouting the heater hoses. We already had one attempt over here that it was over here that we already patched. So they tried it here. I'm not quite sure why they've done all these rerouting of the heater hoses, but we're going to fix this up. So we're going to cut this out and create a new patch for here and weld that in. I'm not sure about these two holes, whether they're factory holes or not, but I think we're going to leave them there temporarily. They're easy enough to weld up afterwards. They kind of look like factory holes, but it's really hard to say. Anyway, we'll get to fixing this area. It's quite nice being able to sit down on a stool and work comfortably. So we've got the little patch made, and we're just about to break out the welder and weld that in. We've got all our tools surrounding us. Now I guess we're going to have to get up off our stool and go get the welder that's way over there. Anyway, we'll do what needs to be done. Alright guys, that lower patch is in and complete and ground down, so we're going to move up to this area here. I don't know if you can see that real well. Pretty bright light. You can see there's a pretty good crack here, stress crack. So I've just sort of cleaned that up. I'm going to drop some weld in there to seal up this crack all the way up to there, and maybe put a little bit in here as well. We obviously did some previous repair here that I haven't ground down yet. So anyway, we'll repair this area, and I think that'll be it for tonight. Alright guys, that's looking a little bit better. That crack is now welded up, so that's good. We fixed a little bit along this flange as well. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was. So still got some grinding to do up here and on the inside of where we put that patch in initially. So we'll get to that probably tomorrow or the next day. Alright, that's it for tonight guys. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. This is my front hallway where I take my clothes off from when I come in from the garage. I should probably do a better job of dusting myself off before I come inside. Oh well, get the vacuum cleaner out.